Hey everyone, how's it going? Part of this side again, and today we are going to talk about inner circle and going to create your communities. Let's get into it. So, what does inner circle means? Inner circle, if you think about your closest circle where you are sharing all the information and you are taking ideas and discussing your problems, is basically the inner circle in your life. Here, if you look at the term or you look at the graphic, you can understand like out of all the people, you have this small effective network within your whole circle, which is going to be your savior, which is going to be your real circle always. So similar concept is there in communities, where inner circle is a term used for a specific bunch of members within a community who creates meaningful conversations to bring the community together. So these are the people you need like anything. So how to identify your inner circle? Basically, you have a lot of members, but you want to know who are my inner circle and how do I identify them. So basically, the first thing will be regular involvement in the community by creating chat rooms or commenting on others. So basically, people those who are just little bit more active, creating chat rooms and welcoming everyone or commenting on others chat room, bringing in good content are the people. Second, recurring presence in the meetups. So these are the people those whom you have been seeing like in all your meetups or mostly all of your meetups. So these are the people you need to count on. Bringing in new members via referrals. They are the real evangelist of your community. They are talking about your community, about the experience they are getting. They are so happy about it and they are just telling it, shouting it everywhere in their circle. Always coming back to you with some feedback saying, hey Paras, you know what, like this event was wonderful, but that we can actually work a little bit on the content side. The speakers, they were taking too much of time. What if we can check their presentations beforehand and then call them to the speaking sessions? So that's how they have been coming to you. These members will keep on coming to you with their constructive feedbacks, which you need to notice and you have to pick on them. Then ultimately, these are the people those who are available whenever you ask them, hey, whatever the name of the member is, will you be able to help me out with this, or will you be able to suggest me some good ideas for the content? So these are the people those who are always there. And then a small tip for you that once you start getting members in your community, you should also manage a small Excel sheet where you are putting names of these members regularly. So never forget to do that. So that you are always knowing that who are these members, what do they do, when are their special days and stuff like that. You want to have that whole thing with you. How to approach them? So approaching is simple. Approach them like a human. This is what I always tell everyone, like approach them like a new friend you have got in your vicinity, and you are just approaching them with the right intention. And don't approach them just because you want them to create some content or bring some interaction in your community. Please don't be that person, and be a right person for them and treat them like a friend. And ultimately approaching them or talking to them is a genuine thing, so you need to show it to them as well. It should reflect. Coming back to the topic, which is how to keep them engaged and motivated. So ultimately you have figured out your inner circle. These are the people, those are a bunch of people those who are really, really active in my community. Now you want to keep them engaged and motivated. How do you keep them? You're not paying them directly, right? Even if you are paying them in the longer run, right now you're not paying them. So what all things we can do right now? We need to talk about them. So firstly, keep in regular touch with them via personal chat or personal social media. Basically get in touch with them over Instagram, get their number, call them once in a while. So things like that you should be doing. Second thing will be wishing them on their special days. So which is basically like if you are taking the notes and writing down their birthdays and everything, you will be knowing when their special day is coming, and do wish them. This is a human gesture to keep in touch with people. Then third thing will be treating them like a real friend. You are already too much into this community. You already love this community. You already love the domain, the purpose of this community. So anyone whom you're getting out of this purpose or this community will actually a right person for your circle, right? So treat them like that. Treat them like a real friend. Then one suggestion will be like if your inner circle is small, let's say 4-5 people, 5-6 members, do a WhatsApp video call with them, bring all of them and do a regular catch-up call, kind of like, hey guys, what is up, what's happening, what are you up to, what are the troubles you're facing, anything we can help, and let them talk to each other, create that thing, and then you will see a buzz in the community because these people will be super active in your community. And then ultimately, the one funda which I always keep on saying, if you want to make your community go like this, you need to make your members connect with each other. Okay, more they are connected with each other, better content will be created, better engagement will be there in your community, and you just have to moderate it, and that's it. Moving ahead, you fulfill their needs and they fulfill yours, but you need to take the first step and show them that you are trustworthy. So this is basically a basic concept of treating humans, right? That you give, and then ask for something. I guess this is what I feel, and this is what you should be doing as well within your community. More ideas on the same thing. Giving them the responsibility, small responsibilities, that you go and create today's poster, or you create just one chat room in 1 week on something specific you are reading, or come do a small session with us. Give them very small responsibility and get them involved with that. Then do give them shout outs, recognize them whenever your meetup is happening. Tell everyone these are the inner circle, these are the people, those who are really doing amazing in the community. Then sending them some goodies. If you have some budget, if you have some brand supporting you, then send those goodies first to your inner circle. Tell them thanks on a bigger note, send them handwritten notes if you can. Then giving them credits in front of people, which is really important, which is kind of like recognition, and actually moves people to do better and better every time. So acknowledge their inputs, and then ultimately use this custom title tool in your community. You can find it in community moderation, where you can just go and you feel like this is a right member, or he's a mentor, or he's an enthusiast, or whatever. Give them some custom names which will be kind of recognized by other members when they will see, okay, this member is also inner circle, or give them something else, whatever name you want to give, but recognize them with using those custom titles. Moving ahead, dividing the responsibilities to your members. How do you do that? So basically, first you need to understand your members. Like I told you, you need to keep in touch, know more about them. You will start knowing their strengths, so you need to understand their strengths. Once you have their strength, you can then ask people to volunteer for things, just to know how many people are interested in doing it. Then ultimately start with small responsibilities, just like I've told you earlier, giving them a small task for a week or in a month, or doing very small things. You need to start with that, because you already know their strengths and you want them to work on those strengths. And then ultimately you need to keep a sheet for yourself, like I told you earlier, for tracking your inner circle members and even tracking the work they have been doing. You need to do that, because you just don't want to give the work and forget. You want to give the work and also remember what I have given, and you want to remind them also, hey, remember we have to complete this. What is the status? Are you able to finish it? So you need to keep that whole track, and there will be a lot of members, so a sheet will be a really handy thing. Expectations, like how much do you expect from your inner circle? Don't expect everything. You are the community builder, not them. So expect in that manner. Let's read more. So they are doing it out of passion or a reason. We need to understand that, right? Nobody's getting paid. Probably you are, but they are not. Second is don't is that it's not fair that you expect your inner circle to everything, to run your community, and you're sleeping and not doing anything. So please don't do that. Okay, they are doing it genuinely, so make sure that you don't force them too much, that they actually feel like not contributing and leave the community. Make it a human process, and then try to do it. Moving ahead, takeaways. So takeaways from today will be that strong inner circle is important. It's as important as your family for your community, a small group of members within the big group. So work on your inner circle, start identifying them from the very first day. Second, try to know more about your inner circles, because that is the circle, that is a number of people which will give you all the information, all your strategies, right? You understand their behavior, you understand their interests, and you can create your content and ideas, define your ideas according to that. Third will be try to use term inner circle. This will make them feel good, or some community team terminology if you want to. Then connect them with them like the way you will connect to a friend, like I've already mentioned. Do it with an intention, be genuine and do it. Don't do it like an A person. and then adding value to the first to get value later. This is basically give then take. So you really need to start understanding their problems, start empathizing with them, and then knowing what is that they require through this community and try to provide them with that. And ultimately you can then ask them to do some things for you. So now we will talk about community creation. These are the few screenshots you can see on the left hand side. It's a LMCM, which is the community of community managers for the people, those who build community on LikeMinds. You all are already part of it. And on the right hand side you can see directory questions which you will have to create to make your members fill before they come and join your community, so that you can accept or reject your members. It's a very simple process. You just require a few things which I'll tell you to set up the community. First is community description, like what is your community, what is the purpose of it, why you're building it, mission, vision, and all that things. Then second thing will be rules and guidelines. Do make sure that you are consciously writing rules and guidelines, because when trouble happens, people usually say that they have never been told about it. So you want to keep all those things in rules and guidelines, all such things should be there. Then third thing will be member directory questions, which I've already shown you, like name, email ID, all those basic things. And then a few questions to define or to understand your members. Basically, who are they, why are they joining the community, asking them something from their domain, like do you think that they are really into the domain, and ask a few things which you can use to club these members. Let's say the cities, or let's say one of their favorite genre of something, like something through which you can club these members later when you are doing some bigger event or something. So try to mix match all those 4 or 5 questions in your member directory. Then community logo, I hope you have already finished that. And yeah, and these are the 4 things which you require, and that's about it. This is it for today. We will catch up in the next session. Until then, keep building communities. Bye bye.